Guys, I don't know how to start with this because today one of my dreams is coming true. I have a podcast with an amazing person that touched my heart some time ago. When was the turning point in your life?
Because I did not want to admit that I have reached the bottom.
At any moment in my life, whatever happened, it happened in the best possible way.
Something is not right.
How do you think this event affected your life?
The moment you are born, the timer of death starts.
I want to ask you a sensitive question if you allow me.
بس
No, now I will answer the second one.
صح I thought هذا هو.
No, coming soon.
Stay tuned. خليكم.
Guys, I don't know how to start with this because today one of my dreams is coming true and I have a podcast with an amazing person that touched my heart some time ago, Wessam Qutob.
أهلا Eleonora طبعا. Hello. Hi guys. It's an honor to be on this podcast really. I've been watching your podcasts and the things you are doing online and I've been following your page for a while, so me being here it's crazy really. I'm super excited to what this conversation is going to bring. I'm super excited to see what this conversation is going to help people also as well, anyone feeling anything. So yalla, let's get it.
I have to say I'm متوترة and I'm so excited because I've been waiting for it almost for 2 years.
يلا.
So it's amazing and I wanted to highlight that it's one of my dreams that is coming true today because I absolutely believe that it's so important that we don't give up. Yeah, so sometimes we move forward, we can release and leave I think on the side, but I believe that if you truly want something in life, guys, you will reach there. Yeah, so
100%.
don't give up. I would like to ask you one question that is very interesting for me because I discovered also it on myself and people who are coming to me that I work with is, when was the turning point in your life لما أنت حسيت إنه خلص إنه it cannot continue like this, it has to change. يعني when was the bottom of your life?
Wallahi, this is a very deep question. I think it happened more than once and I never listened to it. يعني, I kept brushing off because I did not want to admit that I have reached the bottom, if that makes sense. يعني, I think it happened first time in my life in 2021. I think it was the first time I realized I felt something, even though in that particular moment I had a lot going on for me. Everything was working the way I wanted it to work. Yani, but there was this feeling that something is not right. And I kept brushing it off. And then when I lost my best friend, Aboud, I think the feeling of losing a person, it came on top of that feeling and it masked it. So I forgot about that particular feeling. And then I was just feeling grief. I was feeling the sadness. I was feeling like I'm constantly missing a person. I cannot come to reality with the fact that I will not see this person again. So I completely forgot about that feeling I used to get in my heart, and something is not right. And then you just day by day work to try to get your mind off things. I don't want to think about this anymore. I want to help my family. I want to help myself. So it took me, I would say, a year and a half, 2 years to start getting back to normal. The normal which had the problem, huh? And then when things started coming back to normal, it came again, that feeling. But because it was mixed with something else, so I thought they are the same thing. And then
So do you mean that the feeling that you already had that something need to be changed
yes,
with the feeling of grief like came
yes,
one on top of the
yes.
other,
So
yeah,
so
and
I could not
mix
distinguish.
separate them,
Yes, I
yeah,
could not distinguish which is which, and obviously because this is stronger, a lot stronger, so it completely masked the other one. And then this year, تحديدا, I would say 6 months ago, I understood. يعني it came out again. But when it came out this time, nothing was going on for me. يعني everything I have achieved, one of the biggest goals I wanted to achieve, I have done it. I have done all the things I wanted to do, and now it's time to set new goals. Something is missing. Something inside is not sitting right. يعني it's not clicking. كأنه بطل موجود. I started losing myself. And that is when I realized the universe is telling me something I can't. I'm putting my ears in the sky. ما فيش إشي. What do I do? And then everything that's happening now is just me working towards the feeling I kept quiet. I kept telling it shh, shh, for too long. So now I'm
that I
listening to
don't
it.
actually you know, it's so deep what you are talking about. You know, you talk and I feel I have goosebumps all over my body again and again and again, because it's you talk about emotions, and in reality when everything in our life is linked to how we feel. So we think that, I want to focus on some goal. I want to achieve this. I want to achieve that. In reality, all we want to achieve is we want to feel in certain way. Yeah. And when this is not matching, then also reaching the goals doesn't satisfy us anymore, guys. But it's not related to the goal I achieved today. I'm very satisfied in meeting you. Wissam, I want to ask you a sensitive question, if you allow me.
يلا.
You mentioned that in 2021, when Aboud passed away,
الله
that
يرحمه.
it was Allah yarhamu, that it was difficult, difficult to say nothing. Yeah, a moment in your life. How do you think this event affected your life?
I used to think it affected my life negatively. It did affect negatively emotional wise for a while. يعني. I was numb for too long. I lost my ability to take control of decisions. Now I am aware of that, but back then I was not aware. I was just
Yeah, life just was going
I,
on.
I was just a body moving, physical moving, but from inside, too numb. I'm not thinking anything. I'm not thinking positively at all for a very long time. And then as the days moved more, I started to realize, I am appreciating people أكتر. And it makes me more sad that I could not appreciate this person more before he was gone. I could not live the now, the present moment with my bestest friends, Allah يرحمه, more. It was and it still is a mixture of positive and negative that I have come out of the situation. It makes you understand how complicated yet so simple life is. I mean, it's so weird, and everything can change literally in a click, and it's so weird and hard to rely on that. I mean, how have we been living? Why do we do what we do? I got into if we're all, يعني the moment you are born, the timer of death starts.
Yeah.
خلاص, it's counting. So everything we do in life is to try to forget that we are gonna die. You open a business, you create content, you travel the world. All of this to distract yourself from the fact that you will die. يعني, how did we get here? And what are we doing here? كتير أسئلة. I lost myself for a long time. For the impact of his death, I am still, things are surfacing every day new.
In the process of digesting and accepting the
Yes.
the actually what happened, taking into consequences all plus and minus. You've said so many things that I believe that they important for people, and one of the reasons of this podcast is that to give people possibility to give some information and to for them to have some insights that might change their life, because I believe sometimes words, important words said in the right moment, they can change for us everything. Many people, and we are not taught how to deal and how to live with the grief. Yeah. And you said that you've been feeling bad that you were not able to experience some to live, to achieve something with him, or to appreciate him on a daily basis when he was there. The thing is that from the healing point of view, let's say, maybe it will help also someone who is watching us, is we always can remember what already happened good. Yeah, and there are so many amazing moments that we had with our friends or family who left already. And with the things that we were not able to do, and this plus and this minus, to put them together and just to accept that everything just happened already in the best possible way, that everything that you had to experience together, we have experienced. Yeah, no more, not less, could be there, because it is what it is. Otherwise it was in another way. So thank you for sharing. I know it's not easy for you, because I know
Close we were.
how close and how connected, not only close. Yeah, so it's we can be close to people but not connected, and we can be close and connected, and it's more than a friendship. Yeah, and the beautiful thing about it, that this love that existed, it still exists, and it will be there, and you take it through your life.
In what
with you.
sense يعني I would like to يعني أعرف أكتر on this يعني what do you mean it was there and it's still there.
You had a friendship. Yeah, you've been there together, going through the life together. Your relationship was based on something. Obviously, in your case, apart of probably respect and other qualities that you used to experience together, it was based on love. Yeah, and love is something that we cannot describe. I just so close to this person that I can sleep on his mistakes, forget them, and just move together, and it make me feel so good. Yeah, that's something that make me feel so good. One of the thing that was there and is there between you and the Buddha is love, because your relationship were based on pure love, how you feel towards each other, not what you think about each other. Probably this was the special. This feeling, even if he's not here anymore, or one of the person in our life is not there anymore, this feeling is not disappearing, because I can feel it now also, and people will feel when they will hear you, that the way you communicate, there is so much love. So it's not necessary for us to have love and to experience love if the person is not there. It's the love is still there, the feeling is still there, and you are taking it with you through your life. And when you will probably after some time talk about it to your children, yeah, you will be talking with the same passion, with the same love, with the same. So love doesn't die, it's there, and this is something beautiful that we can carry with us.
That's such a nice perspective to look يعني at if you would have said this to me in the middle of it happening, I wouldn't understand.
There are stages that we are going there when we don't accept, when we go through a lot of emotions and the stage, and then the final stage. So of course, to hear these words and to be aligned or to understand them, or to agree, let's say, we need to move already to the stage of acceptance. And I would like to congratulate you, because I think that you are moving to the stage of acceptance. And congratulate, it's strange, yeah, but it's so important for you, I believe, and for his soul, and for everything that happened between you, because acceptance, it's release you and it's release both of you on energetical level. Because when we hold with something too much, we get stuck. And we get stuck where? We get stuck in the past. And then we come back to today, about the previous thing that you said, that at some point in my life, I realized that something is not.
Yeah. So now I am continuing where it stopped, because I stopped
Yeah,
growing. I stopped moving towards what I was moving towards, because something came and it masked the whole way.
it's a journey. Yeah, it's an experience. How you feel about it now?
Honestly, now great. بس في I don't know, for some reason I keep basing it off of something else. يعني I keep saying, if you were to ask me, because I want to compare, because I feel like now I am tapping into a new form of me, that I feel new in my own body. I feel new in my own thoughts. I feel new in my own feelings. So to feel new, there has to be a previous model.
Yeah,
So now all my thoughts, for some reason, I enjoy comparing, just to get to fully realize the change that's being made. فيعني, when you ask me how I feel about it now, I say great. If you ask me how I feel about it 1 year ago, I would say guilty.
yeah,
That's the word. So to transform from guilty to great, free, it's nice, but there is a certain sadness to it. يعني.
yeah. And you know the sadness, where does it come from? Sadness comes from the way that we've been raised, and from the way that we've been taught what is correct and what is not correct. Yeah, of course, this we are talking about this. We are talking about very difficult situation. I mean, I lost people in my life, so I know on my skin what does it mean and how does it feels. So it's not just the theory that people might think, yeah. But because we've been raised that if something bad happened, or something bad happened with someone, let's move a bit from this situation, let's say, to general approach, that if something bad happened with someone, how can you be happy, or how can you continue your life, or how can you build your own life, or how can you move forward because something here happened? And I believe that here there is sense, and no, there is sense in, for everything there is a right time. And it's super important to give time for your grief, for your emotions, for the love that you experience together, for the loss, to live it fully, not to repressing the feelings, because there is the other side of it. Some people, when something like this happens, they want to run away, and they don't want even to think about it, and it's a repression, and there is a consequence for it. But here also we need to understand that for everything there is the timing. Yeah, that give it a time. Give your grief a time. Remember, live your emotions, whatever time it takes. But we need to remember that life is go on, and we are here also for a reason, and we don't need to forget about our reason. Yeah, and just give it a time, but remember about our own life, because there is one thing that I've learned in the past few years, that no one's life, and probably it's a bit new, that no one's life is more important than our own. And when we live out of point that, focusing too much on the child, focusing too much on a parent, focusing too much, I don't know, on a content, focusing too much on something, then this something becomes so much bigger and so much more important than my own. And then we forget to ask ourselves, as you said, the moment I was born, the time started. Yeah. So I have this time. I came here for a reason, to do something, to achieve something. And when we live in this, we don't have time to ask ourselves why I am here, what I'm doing here, what is the meaning. We can always look at everything, I believe, from different angles, and seeing these angles together.
It will help form the bigger picture so you can
Yeah.
understand better. When you were talking right now, I realized something. I don't know if it will make sense, but I think this region of the world is programmed for eternal sadness. يعني, I was talking to a friend, subhanallah, the other day. We were at a party, engagement party. And then we had fun with everyone. And then me, him, and our third friend. So it's he's from Morocco, and the other guy is from Lebanon. I'm in Palestine. So 3 different cultures, right? 3 different backgrounds, 3 different raisings, 3 different thoughts, 3 different everything. So for some reason, we started talking together and slowly started moving away. And as we were moving away, we were having fun. We were laughing. And then it got to the point where we are tearing up, laughing. And then our Moroccan friend said something that made me think. He said, إن شاء الله الضحك هذا يعدي على خير. So I stopped. And then I realized in some way or another, in my culture does the same. Whenever we are happy, we think because we are happy, something bad will happen. And then our Lebanese friend, I commented on it, and then our Lebanese friend said, we do the same exact thing. So if we are from 3 different places of the world, 3 different cultures, 3 different upbringing, 3 different thoughts, why are we programmed to feel that happiness will lead to sadness,
To something,
to something bad?
Actually, I will maybe surprise you, maybe not. In Russia, we do have the same.
كمان.
Exactly the same. They say the same. So I believe people all over the world were the same. Yeah, the different color, nationality, but there are so many common beliefs. Yeah, and this like phrase, yeah, it's a belief. Yeah, again, that goes from generation to generation, and probably it started because someone was laughing and something fall down and they link it together, and it started to repeat one time, second time, 100, 1 million, now maybe, I don't know, trillion, and now everyone says it. Does it has power on us? Yes, of course. And here we come to something that how important it is for us to work with limiting beliefs. And if you allow, maybe I can give like an exercise that everyone can do. People, if you don't go to healing, to therapy, to any kind of approaches, there are always simple stuff that we can do it for ourselves. We can write down all beliefs that we have, like this belief, ايش في كمان beliefs
I cannot become rich مثلا. I cannot.
all rich people are bad. Yeah, I don't know كيف بالعربي بس في كل النيشنز في نفس الاشي. So we can write them down, and with every negative belief you write 10 positive in front of it. And it will not be enough, of course, because it's not really in this way how we reprogram, but at least you start. You can rewrite them, I don't know, maybe for 30 days or 21 days as minimum. And every time when you will remember the next time this belief, replace it with one of the positive that you
In your head,
yeah, that you've choose. It might not be easy, yeah, but time after time after time after time, this is something that absolutely can be done. And
it will completely eliminate the idea that will come to head.
if you repeat it as many times as you repeated the previous one. So we need we need to understand that everything takes time, yeah, but in the same time, if you want, if you repeat one, you can also repeat the other, but the other that will with the time change something for you in your life. And you were saying something also interesting, that it's in this region the majority is Muslim culture, yeah. And honestly, what I've seen, because I was Christian and I converted to Islam.
Ya marhaba. I did not know this.
Really?
I did not know this.
Yeah, it's one of the things. Yeah, I converted when I was 18 and a half.
Wow, that's so young. You took a decision, yani.
Yeah, I started my journey of looking for the truth in a relatively, let's say, young age. And but this is for the other podcast. This is the story for the other podcast. What I wanted to say is that with the Christian, it's even more, because there is more grief, there is more. You need to give it 40 days, you need to give it certain things. There are certain rituals, and for me, I find somehow some ease or a bit more acceptance. But this, guys, my personal experience and my personal belief, I don't like to separate on religion, on talk about. It's just the personal, let's say, experience that I have. And here still people take things a bit easier than in the other region, at least
When
this
it
one.
comes to grief.
Yes, the majority, let's say, yeah, not a specific cases. This, I repeat, this is my personal view. This is my personal experience that I've seen, let's say, in the Eastern European countries and here.
I would like to go back to the point where you said it's very fascinating, where you said the whole world have similar beliefs. It's crazy because I understand we all came from the same person. If you keep tracing back, we all come from Adam.
Yeah.
Adam and Hawa, Adam and Eve. We all come from there. But then we got to the point where we branched out in a very overwhelming way. We're a lot. Me and the guy in Czech Republic, or me and the guy from Argentine, we come from the same person, but we're completely different thoughts, different everything. For having the same belief means that somewhere
there is a connection.
Yes.
In family constellation, in quantum psychology, in the methods that I am using in my work, yeah. How I work through the field, we call it, yeah, through the quantum field, or through the collective consciousness, or it called in many different ways, yeah. And this can be explained how two people in the same time on different sides of the world discovered electricity. Now, I don't remember names. I'm very bad in names. I am very bad in the things, but it's a fact. There are things that Bill described, that one was in two different parts of the world. Yeah, so this one saw that this one invented, and this one saw that this one invented. Now, I don't remember names, I don't remember dates, guys, but it's an information that is you can go and check. It exists, yeah. How it's possible? It's possible because everything exists in the same time. And in our world, which I call 3D world, we look at the time as a linear. Yeah, so there is the past, there is the present, and there is somehow the future. In quantum field, everything exists in the same time.
The past, present, and the future are all now.
Yeah, everything exists in the same time.
Try to break it down شوي أكتر. My brain cannot comprehend. So how is the past and the future here right now? You mean as in we control?
I mean, if I ask you now to tell me to close your eyes, and to go back, or without closing the eyes, to go back to the specific date when you graduate, I don't know, something, or release your first reel. Yeah.
Okay.
What's happening with you?
I am accessing the past.
You're accessing the past and what you're starting to live. Remember the first reel in your life that got viral.
So I'm reliving the emotions now again.
Yeah. If you will reconnect more and more and now go to details where you were sitting, what you were doing, how you saw it, how you were reacting. Yeah. Now you're reconnecting with what? With the same emotion that you experienced. So you say, this was past, it's not real. Okay, but you feel it right now. Yeah. And this what happens in the healing process when we are going, how we can access through the quantum field. How? But I don't see it. Yes, you don't see it, but you feel it.
So the future is you think of how you will feel
It's already exist.
and tap into it and it will become.
It's already exist, and the existence of it, there is not only one, there are varieties. So there is Wissam who is single, there is Wissam who is not single, there is Wissam who is married, there is Wissam who is having children, there is Wissam who is this. All these exist in the same time. By our choices and decisions and expanding our consciousness, yeah, I call it Wi-Fi, we are able to access. And what we are doing in, or what I am doing with people who are coming, it's basically to moving person from one reality
To another.
to another, shifting.
This is intense mental workout, basically.
Something like this.
If people want to tap into this more and start bettering their future, since they all exist in the same time,
Yeah.
and they want to start bettering themselves, and going the places they actually want to be. How is the process? How can someone start practicing this on their own, or start doing this or connecting with the عالم? This is a whole planet.
The desire, you mean how you can connect with the desired
Let's say
results?
one of those people watching this podcast, Reem, Yara, Ahmed, whoever, okay, he heard this and it resonated. Okay, like it resonated with me هلا because the energy I felt when you said that it's it makes sense. It's inspirational, motivational, So let's say one of them felt the exact same thing. What is the first step to start learning more, or like to tap more here?
We can tap more in many different ways. Yeah, we can tap more by ourselves, and we can tap more through somebody. Yeah, through ourselves it takes some longer time because we don't know what is right, what is wrong. Going with someone, yeah, it's a bit faster, let's say. If going by yourself, yeah, first of all, is to know where are you going.
Okay.
Yeah. So what is your goal? Where are you going? Where would you like to be? Where would you like to achieve? Yeah. And now for you guys who already started to think that where are you going? And the people start to, I don't know, increase my salary. I want to become a podcaster. I want to, what else? Any goal. I want to get married. I want to have children, because for all of us at the moment, these goals might be different. I will upset you. This is not the goal. Because this is the plan. Now think bigger.
Step one is to distinguish the goal.
Yeah.
And
to realize.
But the goal is the plan.
Yeah, the goal is the plan.
So what's the goal?
And then think more, force yourself to think more, what is there that you want. Now on this process, when we will identify, I want an increase, I want a family, I want a child, I want to get free from anxiety or whatever else. Here, to link more with the goal, answer the second question. How will it make you feel? How will you feel when you will have a family? How will you feel when you will reach your goal? Give yourself a time, reconnect with this, think about it, yeah? And Now, the only thing you need to work on
Is the feeling.
is the feeling. So by achieving the feeling that you want to experience in life, you will achieve your goal.
So if I want to become a great father, I close my eyes, I don't close my eyes, I just isolate myself. I think of that moment of me being a great father and how it makes me feel. صح?
Yeah.
That's step
Yeah.
2. I linger in that feeling. I swim in those feelings and start living by that feeling.
Yeah, yeah. And the living can be in many ways. So you can practice daily, practice sitting down, reconnecting with yourself, reconnecting with this feeling, being a father and how it makes you feel. Yeah, and practice this, and then implement this in your life. Find activities in your life which makes you feel so.
So this
It's
is
different from the fatherhood, but the feeling is the same.
so you start to mix and match.
Yeah, so it's like we cheat a little bit the process, but it works absolutely. Yeah, this is on the surface. Yeah, let's say that what we can do with our own resources, but definitely before any practice, before any exercise, before anything is understand what you want. You know, Wissam, the one of the major reason, and this is the reason, for example, one why I have in my services diagnostic session, is because we don't know what we want. People come and they say, I wanna get married. Okay, let's understand it's better. Why would you like to get married? Yeah, I wanna feel secure. So you wanna feel secure or you want to get married?
Two different
Because
things.
these are two different things. No, I want to feel, yeah, but no, this is two different things. So first of all, when we say the goal that comes out of the first thing, of course, all of us, we have dreams and we have, and some of them also are financial, some of them are emotional. They are so many different, and it's normal. But in order to achieve them, we need to look deeper. Yeah, we need to look deeper in the goal. Is this goal exactly what I want? Because if it's exactly what you want, you would have it.
This conversation is it's like fireworks in my brain. يعني I'm listening to things that are resonating with me بطريقة كتير حلوة. يعني I'm enjoying it. It made me, while you were talking, my brain was doing connections, and it was plugging things in my mind already with things I'm hearing now. This all is scientifically, I want to look at it scientifically and religiously. Scientifically, this is the law of attraction. You are manifesting yourself into there. And religiously, when they say تفاءلوا بالخير تجدوه تفاءلوا بالشر تجدوه. يعني it all makes sense together. يعني فهيك fireworks شغال جوا فهيك.
Yeah, celebrating.
Yeah.
Celebrating. Actually, talking about fireworks, one of the super important things on the road of achieving goals is to celebrate your achievements.
Why?
Because our brain is very lazy and brain doesn't want to be hurt. That's why we can never find the answers. It all goes in our subconscious. We don't know, we think that we know what is the problem, but we are not really aware. Why? Because the brain, very complex but mechanism that want to have fun all the time. So it's looking for the fun. It doesn't want problems. It doesn't want pain. It doesn't want things. So one mistake many people does is that we are not celebrating our achievements. Why? Because when you set up a goal, you achieve it. Yeah, so you set up a goal, you move towards this goal. Yeah, so you put efforts, time, things, you get tired, maybe complications and stuff like that. You achieve it, you need to celebrate it, because the moment you set up a goal for your brain, you move and you put efforts. The moment you reach, you achieve and you celebrate. So your brain, like, oh wow, it's cool. Then give me the next task. Because all we need to celebrate and we want to have fun.
So you're programming your brain
You're
that is
reprogramming-
looking for the celebrations, that in order for us to celebrate, we have to reach.
We have to achieve, yeah. Yeah. many people, surprisingly, all of us, we have a goal, we want it. How many times it happened to you when you reach it, you're like, okay, so what?
Yeah, PAD, post-achievement depression, I used to get.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, so what? So what? It doesn't satisfy you. And here there are two other reasons. It doesn't satisfy because it was not the true goal. Yeah, because it was cool for someone, or because whatever. Yeah, not the true goal. And this because nobody taught us to celebrate this life. Everybody told us how life is difficult, how hard you need to work. Parents and society and school and university and books and stuff like that. But nobody really taught us. Everyone was telling you have to work hard. You have to work hard. You have to work hard. Okay, guy, we got it. We all of us, we are working really hard. But what about celebration? What about we don't have? So the moment we get this information and it makes sense for us and it's cool because we are enjoying and having fun, all we need just to implement it in our life. And it won't be easy because we are not used to celebrate.
We are programmed that everything is hard. So celebrating,
It's not something. And we go back to the story that you mentioned earlier. I've been an event, celebration, laughing to tears. Yeah. And then someone comes and says,
inshallah يعدي على خير.
yeah.
So it's always going back to the same loop.
Yeah, because we are not used to, we need to train also ourselves that there is the moment for everything. There is a moment to work, there is a moment to yourself, there is a moment to celebrate, there is a moment for everything, there is a moment.
So you have to give everything its right amount of
attention.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It will help you grow. Okay. Very interesting, صراحة. I've never thought that celebrating something is, on the long run, it's good for you. I thought celebrating something was just celebrating. لأنه أنا from the people اللي يعني why would I celebrate يعني عادي.
Yeah.
هيك. But it makes more sense. At 5 million I will make a party خلاص. خلاص.
You have to because, as I told you, but really I would like to repeat, the brain is the mechanism that want to have fun all the time. Yeah. And this, in reality, if you look to any aspect of our life, this is what we are trying to achieve. I want to get married to have more fun. I want to have this to have more fun. I want to get this to have more fun. Yeah. But okay, you want, then why you're not doing it?
صح.
And the thing that we can start with the simple things. We don't need to wait the big events. And I call it, there is the syndrome of postponed life. Yeah. Look how we've been raised. Now I will I will finish kindergarten. I will go to school. Wow. I'm in the first grade. Yeah. Now I will have fun. Then, now finally I will graduate the school and the life will start. I will go to uni there. My life will blossom. Yeah. Now now I am in uni, all is good. Yeah, now I will have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, everything will be fine. Yeah. And the things happens, but we never happy. Why? Because we postpone life. When this will happen, I will be happy. When this will happen, when in reality, we don't need to wait for anything. We can be happy here and now. And at the moment, actually, honestly, I'm so happy sitting with you and having this conversation. Yeah.
What you said right now is very deep. Yani it's, I don't know about, yani I wanted to put a percentage of the amount of people living this way. But I have been living like this my whole life. Yani. Oh, it's crazy that you're saying this. Yani I never thought of it this way. I thought of it as I am very motivated. I am very focused on my goal. I am very destined to reach my destination. Nothing will steer me off my course. So I thought it was a positive thing. But now when you're talking, I'm realizing that no, maybe I missed out on a lot of small memories I could have made, but because I was too focused on walking just in this straight line so that I can be happy at what, 60?
Afterwards. Yeah. Afterwards. And this afterwards never it's never coming timing. It's something that we need to train within us. It's something, actually, it's not, I'm not excluded person from here. I used to live the same. So, and honestly, it's not the nicest moments of my life, when you really work hard, you achieve something, you get it, and you're like, okay, so what? I mean, what do you mean, so what? I mean, you were working day and night, you know, you were putting efforts. Yeah, we are not used to appreciate.
My mind steered me off into this course. I would like to ask you on it, Yani, and see what you think about it. I think a couple of years ago, I had a TED talk. So TEDx, it's a collaboration between me and TEDx, and it was me going up on stage and talking and giving up points. So I sat within myself and I wanted to see what I wanted to talk about. Really, what did I really want to talk about? So I figured out what I wanted to talk about, but there was this huge part that I did not include inside of my talk because I felt like I was not qualified enough or I have enough information for me to talk about this. But I want to talk about imposter syndrome. يعني, this imposter syndrome is it inherited? Is it taught? Is it you learn it by mistake? Is it programmed into you so that لأنه I feel a lot of people's problems is the imposter syndrome. It's crazy. I'd like to know what you think about it from your point of view.
It's the imposter syndrome. It comes from many factors. Yeah, of course, like any issue, there is no one reason for the specific issue. There are a number of issues. The imposter syndrome, what usually the thoughts that are coming with this: I'm not good enough. I don't have enough knowledge. Maybe who will be interested in listening this, or yeah. So, but something around this. On our personal life, it comes from different factors. From the factor that one day at school, I wanted to say something and they've done, and everyone started to laugh at me. Especially if it was someone like a teacher, yeah? Someone higher than me, someone who has an opinion, yeah? At home, yeah? When we were children and we were so passionate about something, or we learned something, we were coming home and said, look, I learn or I know now how to do it, yeah? And someone like,
Yeah.
remove it, or what the shit, or they will go and through it, or this type of experiences, yeah? Now I'm talking slowly to the deeper thing. Another side is because imposter syndrome, because I'm not feeling confident in some things that I am doing, yeah? And here is coming from my wholeness. And my wholeness inside me is 50% of my mom and 50% of my dad, make 100% of me. And when I have two of these sides inside me, yeah, I am whole, I am complete, I feel confident, and then, okay, I do mistakes, I don't care what. This is on the within, let's say, within our life. What else might affect it is that experiences of our family who had some difficult experiences, probably because of the war, or because of the something, or because of the freedom of speech, and they were not able to talk. Yeah, I've seen, I mean, I worked with these cases so many times, and in one way or the other, we will find that someone in the family was punished for speaking free.
So it limits.
It's records in DNA, punished, I don't know, put in prison, sent out of the country, removed from the job that he was at. And this, of course, experience that had energetical tension, which re-recorded and remained inside DNA. And as we said today, everything remained in the field.
Wow, and it was passed down.
And it was passed out. So here also, not necessary every issue that we might have is linked to us. I can say more, not at all.
It's fascinating that you're saying this because I did a YouTube video 1 month ago. I was talking about why we fear certain things and how we can mask the fear. And while making the video, a lot of research process happens. So in the research, I got to find out that any traumatic experience my father, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, any of them went through, that traumatic experience chemically changes the equation of the DNA.
Yeah.
And then it gets that passed down from my great-grandfather to my grandfather, and then from my grandfather to my father, and from my father to me, and from me to my children, and it keeps getting passed down.
Yeah. And you know why it keeps in reality, when we have the tension, emotion, yeah, what is it looking for? It's looking for the integration, for resolution. It want to end up. It doesn't want to continue. Yeah, it's we feel something because this emotion that inside me is looking for the ways of integration. We experience again and again, so it can finally someone in our family can come and stop it.
Okay.
Yeah, acknowledge it, that okay, this is not like this. Let me I don't have the reasons, yeah, maybe to have this issue. Let me look into it deeper and find it. And
Okay, and there is, how do you get to know that the problem is not related to anything you did or you experienced? لأنه this is 4D, 5D, 6D world. يعني it's you're looking into your DNA to tap into your family line to.
yes, this through conductor, yes, through somebody. We don't have access on
cannot.
ourselves there, but at least what we can do is to learn what happened with me through my life. What were the situations that I were not able to speak up at school, and remember them, yeah. And there are some processes, let's say, how we can work them out, like exercises or something. Maybe I will release also some, like there is something that we can do. Not, we are not completely useless if we don't have the access to
A conductor.
to a conductor, to there are things that there are things that can be done. The most important here is Nia, is to acknowledge that there is something, because many people, they keep repeating, I have imposter syndrome, I have this. Okay, what are you ready to do about it? Yeah, all of us, we have issues in one way or the other, or we have difficulties, or what I am ready to do about it. So the curiosity of I want to do something about it definitely will lead person in the way to resolution. How? We will see.
God's plan.
Yeah, yeah. But the curiosity of I want,
The intention. The feeling of
enough is enough. Yeah, I don't understand why. I don't understand how. I don't know even how to resolve it, but I want. Yeah, intention, exactly. Okay. Intention. I believe intention is everything in our life. Everything. It's the way we operate, it's the way we communicate, it's the way we go. What is the intention? Because also one thing is sometimes why we are not achieving goals. Thank you, Wissam. Wallah, thank you so much that you brought intention up. Why we are not of achieving our goals sometimes is because we don't have good intention.
Good intention, you mean as in
as good for the world, as good for humanity, as good for the society. As
evil.
Evil, yes, evil, or
selfish
or primitive, or yeah. For example, I heard also the thing, I want to get married. Why would you like to get married? I want to have sex. Okay, but if the family based only on the thing that I want to have sex, this family already gonna have a lot of issues. Yeah, there is nothing wrong about it. Yeah, this how we are here. This how our children are here, and this how we continue. It's an important part of our life, but it's a part of our life. This is not why we are getting married. Yeah, and sometimes so intentions.
It's true. يعني it's not tangible. You cannot يعني hold it or see it, or you can see it, but I mean you cannot hold it or like pinpoint on it exactly. But عن جد the intention plays such a huge role in the outcome of anything فعلا. So I think we need to all collectively start understanding why we do certain things and why we want to do certain things.
And why we want, because when the intention is not only about me, yeah, but about just a little bit something bigger, this something bigger will happen because you want to impact positively others. When intention that sometimes, for example, I want to increase my income. I want to increase my income. Why you want? Because my brother has, I want to have like him or more. Okay, these are the reasons why the things are not happening. Because for the world to support us, we need to be important for the world. What is your impact? What are you bringing? What are you doing? Yeah. So as more as we think outside of us, what can I do today to make this time, this world a little bit better? Yeah. Now I don't want to speak also blah blah blah, but in a sense, yeah, I don't know. I want to increase my income. I don't know, to create a family, at least. Yeah. It's already changed direction a little bit. So not to compensate my traumas, because if I want my income just to be bigger than my brother, then that's mean I'm in a competition with him. Then it's not about income. That let me go and solve why
Whatever
I'm
issue.
competing. Yeah, the other issue. So yeah.
This is basically you being able to distinguish feelings on a deeper level than the level wanting to get rich is something, and then you have to put more effort to ask yourself why you want to get rich, and then whatever answer there is, you have to put more effort to realize what that answer is until you can link it to a significant answer. Basically, if someone wants to get rich for a family, he has to ask himself two questions. Why do I want to get rich? I want to get rich to bring up a beautiful family. Why do I want to bring up a beautiful family? If it's a good intention, it's good. If it's
You will be
compensating
more
for trauma,
supported. Yeah, it can work. Look, in reality, it can work for many. It can also work for the other intention, and it happens. But definitely, it will work more the moment our intentions are better for this life. Yeah. And of course, the impact that you want to bring, if this impact supports the development of the world, of society, of humanity, of families, you will be always supported, because you know that your intention, you will not doubt yourself also twice.
والله this talk is mind moving. A lot of insights, a lot of new thoughts and forms of thinking I am developing أكتر when I started following you and getting to know you. عم بحكي معك أكتر. I feel new things are happening in my brain. and I'm looking at life in a different way. I am more appreciative هلا. It's crazy that the people around me. I'll say it. I'll say it. اسمعيني. If you were to go back 3 weeks ago, not too far ago I would ask myself deep down, I don't know, now I understand what the question I'm asking myself. But zaman, I don't understand why people love me. Does it make sense? لأنه now I'm putting the effort that needs to be put with all these people. Well, I see they stuck around with me in times where they could have عن جد said مع السلامة و leave. Family included. They took my problems, they took my darkness, and they still loved me on top of it. فهلأ tapping into this new world, I look at them all differently. I look at them إنه well ما أحلاكم ما أجملهم, and it's beautiful and sad at the same time. Sad إنه I could not understand this earlier, but it's okay. But it's beautiful إنه they're actually beautiful people عن جد من جوا. Deep down it's so pretty to look at. I'm more appreciative now of whatever it is I have in my life, the people I have in my life, for the people that left حتى, the people that left my life, and I'm so happy for everyone
Who left?
that left.
Allah معكم.
مع السلامة على آخر. It's And it's not coming from a place of anger.
Yeah, I
Why'd
know,
you leave?
no,
No,
no.
it's Salame. I wish you
All the
يعني,
best.
all the best in your life. And I'm so happy that this happened. There is no more resistance to things happening.
I believe two feelings and approaches that they change and they lead us to what you experience now is one, as you said, appreciation. Yeah, that to be able to appreciate, and for us to be able to appreciate, we need just to rise up a little bit our vibrations to be able to be more in a contact with our heart, yeah, with actually what I feel, yeah. And from here, this unconditional love and appreciation, it's all there, because here, okay, we can turn anything, we can fix anything. And the second is acceptance. I accept that at any moment in my life, whatever happened, it happened in the best possible way, and there was no any other way that it could happen. because I am here today. Because if it happened in another way, yeah, let's assume that, yeah, it could happen in another way, I would not be here. I will be, but I will be somewhere else. So that's mean maybe with another people, with another circumstances, and understanding this, I'm thinking, oh wow, now I have these people in my life. I don't want to change
Yes.
it. Yeah, I want.
This is the perfect, you're in the perfect spot at the perfect time with the perfect location, settings, and everything.
Yeah.
But acceptance is not easy. يعني هلا I can say, because I can يعني of course I'm not gonna be able to أو إن شاء الله I feel like I can, بس يعني you never know.
It's a process. It's
Yes,
a process.
it's a process. It's a process. الكلمة الصح إنه it's a process. بس you have to understand, this is how I think يعني, correct me if I'm wrong, you have to understand the dark to realize the light. You cannot have light without understanding the dark.
Yes, and acceptance is something that comes when dark and light come together.
The wording you use is fascinating. يعني بعيدا عن everything else we're talking about, the choice of words. This is I ever since I was small, it's very interesting to me how people describe anything or
Okay.
or talk. So you have some people that can say 7 million words and mean nothing, and you have people that can say one word and it will make the whole room مثلا motivated, crying, emotional, and he will get the point across. But to me, I am always interested in talking to people with how do you call it, with a great word choice. So I focus on word choice. Your word choice is always يعني it's very new to me. يعني أنا I have my friends مثلا in the US that we are childhood friends, we talk every day. So it's not the language that I feel like it's new to me. It's your choice of words. يعني it's positive but realistic at the same time. It's when you talk to a positive person, it's always positivity, 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 and then you start questioning the intention. You start start questioning everything. When you talk to a negative person, you start questioning why you exist here. What did you do to deserve this conversation? إيش زي هيك.
To take me back.
And when you talk to a realistic person, you feel how monotone life can be, and it can be very boring. But when you talk to someone that's يعني هلا your choice of words, you're tapping into like the three categories in a way with a choice of words that's uplifting. The word is uplifting. It's interesting. Are you aware that this is how you speak? Well, it just comes.
I am aware of something. I discovered this something about myself, yeah, if I may.
تفضلي.
I have, I think, a gift in seeing causal relationship between events. I see it like this. Give me a situation, yeah, and this is a part of the study and approach and the other thing. I can put all the dots together and to see different angles. Yeah? I was not aware of it. it's something new that I discovered about myself recently, maybe just a couple of years ago. And in communicating with people, in helping people in their growth, because this is what I do. I help people to achieve their goals and to grow. This helps a lot because I believe this, what you said, this is one of the things that they feel. Yeah. But I'm not focused on it. I'm not really, I don't do it intentionally.
You're being natural.
It's not, yeah, it's not an.
It's coming. بس يعني whatever you just said is helping you كتير in your line of work. يعني the gift is tailored for you perfectly. صح?
Maybe. Yeah.
Do you think everyone has a gift? لأن a lot of people think they are just here.
They don't. I believe that in which sense a gift?
يعني
because it depends also what do we put in the meaning of the gift.
Okay,
like talent.
Yes, I'll tell you exactly. يعني it can be talent, it can be a lot of things. يعني أنا مثلا people around me من زمان كتير they think I'm crazy. لأنه I keep telling them I have many gifts. Or I يعني pinpointed to Allah. I'm telling them Allah gave me a lot of gifts. One of them is the people around me at all times are the best people to be around me at all times. There is no, يعني, I have never been put in a situation where there is someone with bad intentions towards me. And if it did happen, it is to teach me a lesson. So maybe it happened half a time, not even one time. يعني. That is one of the gifts. The other gift is I am very, very, very talented at storytelling. يعني أنا كتير شاطر. This is one of my courses. So whenever I'm vocalizing my gifts.
Do you have a course? Sorry, you have a course?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. We are working on it.
Okay.
But we have to build the story first, so we can.
Fast.
Yeah. So whenever I'm
Coming
vocalizing,
soon, guys. Coming soon.
stay tuned. خليكم تعالوا. Storytelling course with appreciative course كمان عشان كله يكون وردة. Whenever I'm vocalizing these gifts, people are يعني segmented into two people. People that say, yes, I understand and I believe I do have a gift of my own. And people that don't believe in this whole scenario at all. وهذول بالنسبة إلي I don't like to be in the same room as them. يعني. I just want to be with these people.
There are two answers. People who say that they have gift, they're right. And people who say that they don't have, they're also right.
بس
No, now I will answer the second one.
صح I thought هذا هو.
No, and it's a fact. Because you are what you believe in. You believe that you don't. And I recently also, for me, I don't see any point to convince anyone about anything. People who telling me your English is so bad, you're right. People who telling me, wow, but she is Russian, she has the right to speak the English in her way because the accent, you're right. You're right. I agree with all of them. Yeah, because it's right for them, but my right is different from all of them. Yeah, so the ones who believe that they have their right and the ones who believe that they don't, they also right. Another answer, is that I believe that by nature, every human is talented. But all of our talents, they're different. Why? Because all of us, we are living on a different vibrational level. Some people, they live on the first chakra, yeah, and it's the energetical level, yeah. People who work a lot, heavy duty working, long hours, and they are in their life on a certain level of development. It's not good, it's not bad, it is what it is, yeah. And their talent may be in, I don't know, doing a masterpiece of something. Afikra, it's very difficult to find a good electrician. كهربجي هني جاي أنت بتستنى يومين وهو ما إجا. But if you have the good ones, send me the contact. Because and it's a talent. تعال ألقطه وينه مش موجود. It's not easy. And by the way, I'm not joking. Yeah, so in every profession there are really talented people. Yeah. There are people who living on the second chakra, and it's another vibrational level, a little bit of more ambitious. I can do something more in this life, more interested about sexual experiences, and he has a different interest, yeah. And this person is good in something, yeah, in performance, in doing different stuff, yeah, because he has different interest. And other people who live on the another vibrational level, yeah, and they are more about business owners, managers, people who ready to lead another people. They have the other characteristics and they have their talents, yeah. And yeah. So and we go. So in it's not that the people don't know their talents, it's that people from different vibrational levels look at each other thinking that there that if I'm not performing, that I don't have talent. If I'm not this, I'm not. The talent can be a housewife, that her house is blossoming and everyone is happy and creating comfort for the family, for and being a good support for everyone and enjoying. The most important here is enjoying the process. So if you are doing something and you are relatively good at it, but you don't enjoy, it's a bit far from talent. Yeah, so usually our talent will be linked and connected. Wow, it makes me feel so good. I am enjoying. Yeah, for me, I am every time I close the session, yeah, with anyone, I am like, wow, subhanallah, I saw something new, I learned something new, I experienced. I am so happy that I can bring like any impact. If one family became better, alhamdulillah, you know. So this feeling, you cannot exchange it with money, you cannot exchange it with recognition.
Priceless.
You can, it's priceless. Yeah, it's
Can someone transform one chakra to another and keep elevating? It's possible?
yeah, this what actually this what we are doing in our development, yeah, in our life. So we are moving from one vibrational level to another through our challenges, through the difficulties. Yes, it's possible. Sometimes in one life, sometime in a longer,
هذا حوار آخر. This is
sometimes in a longer period of time. Yeah.
so the end goal is to basically get to this chakra. Well, it's different for everyone.
It's a very big topic about the end goal, because
I'm asking right questions, wrong time, basically. يعني.
in through our life, yes, it's possible that we are on one vibrational level. And actually, if you want for you to answer, yes, this was going on with you right now, that you are basically moving from one vibrational level to the other.
To the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so عندي follow-up question for this question. So if we can move someone from one vibrational level to another
Yeah.
vibrational level, maybe let's say my friend A,
Yeah.
he is on a vibrational level right here. He was born here, or he's, I don't know, he's here.
Whatever. Yeah.
وأنا I'm here.
Yeah.
And I have to work to get here. Not work, I have to heal, do whatever I have to do to get here. So does that mean, two questions, does that mean that if he started making wrong decisions, not following the right path, feeling and combating the energy that's telling him to stay here, he will go down? Or does it mean that this is tailored for him,
No,
so
it's
he has...
just we just remain. Look, in reality, we don't have to do anything. Yeah, because
It all comes to you.
yeah, before coming here, our soul chose a certain experiences in order to grow and to develop. So all of us, we are coming here first of all as a spirit in a physical body to grow and to develop. Yeah. And this spiritual energetical development, this what we experience through the life, through things that going on with us from the day we born until our day. This is how we spiritually grow, through difficult. Because how you grow, something happened and you've learned. Yeah. So you're becoming more mature, more experienced. Yeah, as a human, as a soul, as a, yeah, and it opens up for you a new expansion of the consciousness. Yeah. So what happens when we are on a different vibrational levels? Yeah, one person is on one and the other is on another. So when we meet, we will meet somewhere in the middle. And that's why how you can understand that you and people, actually it's for everyone, معلومة. How we can understand that we are on a different vibrational level. You go and communicate with some people, and after communication with them, you feel good. So, and in this case, either they lift up your vibrations, yeah, or in a communication with them, yeah, there is some sort of balance. And some people we communicate with, we come and we feel like, you know, I need a shower. You know why? Because in communication we are going to the different vibrational level, which is not norm for us. It's not because it's bad or it's not. I don't want to distinguish that this is good and this is bad. No, it's just different for your body. So your body will feel not all right. Yeah, because you exchanged. Now we are sitting, we are exchanging energetically.
صح.
Yeah, so my field and your field together, and I feel you somehow, and you feel me somehow. And here we are in a one field, and also people, the other people, they
They have access to the
they have
energetic field.
access. Yeah, so this is one now energetical field which is balanced. Yeah,
Okay.
somehow came to some.
Well, this is
وسط.
this is a topic. So if someone brings down my energy, it will come back لحاله later.
Yeah, you need time, and that's why you speak to somebody and you feel drained, and then you need time, one day or the next day. Okay, you wake up, you feel a bit better, and you.
This happens with me when I have recurring conversations with certain people that I would give them advice sometimes. Wow. Okay. I want to know why it happens.
Why it
I
happens?
feel not the next day
Drain, because
على
they.
الآخر.
Yes, it's a bit different topic, but somehow related. Now, did they ask you for advice?
No.
Yeah. So when no one asks you, you don't give advices. Why? Because you meet, yeah, and if no one asks you, and you share, yeah, so you give, yeah. What you give? Advice. What is advice? It's your knowledge, experience, time of your life that you spent in order to learn this. So advice, it's not one sentence. Advice, it's not a couple of words that make the other person feel better. Advice is your timeline, years, maybe. How many years you spent to gather this experience that you put for the person into a couple of sentences or words. So what you are exchanging energetically is not this few words, it's this. Yeah. So so you gave, first of all, more than you received. Yeah. And أكتر من هيك, you gave when no one asked you. So our relationship are good when our relationship is balanced, and our relationship is balanced as when I give as much as I take. And sometimes I'm okay with giving a little bit more, but not, it's not one way. It's very much related to the topic, actually, to our relationship and friendships, because sometimes our relationship or friendship, let's say, goes badly, and we're like, why it goes badly? I was so good with the person, I helped a lot, or maybe the person, so why it goes badly? It's because in most of the cases that the balance was not respected. Some of two gave more than the other. It's one of the reasons, let's say. It's not the only reason, but one of the reasons. So it's so important when we live consciously to value ourselves and our time so much that when you know that your advice, yeah, and it is true because you have experience, can change the life of the person, you already creating disbalance between you and the person.
Without saying it?
Yeah, without saying. You have good intention, but you created disbalance. So if the information that you gave is life-changing, how he can balance it for you? He cannot. And then we get some disagreement on misunderstandings. And so partly when you give too much, yeah, because your question was, sometimes I give advice and then I feel drained. Yeah, I gave too much because you gave, but you did not receive anything in exchange. Your energy goes down.
صح. Well, it takes maybe 2, 3, 4 days and
Yeah,
then
it takes time to recover. The only reason here simply because it's not balanced. It was not balanced.
so okay, for future references, what if certain person asked me for advice?
Give advice, yeah.
I will feel drained also?
No, if the person asked, yeah, it's make the situation much better. No, you will not feel that drained.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's it's balanced. You ask and you say. It's not balanced when nobody asks us. Yeah, and we want. Let me help you. Let me
Okay,
help
okay,
you.
okay. Understandable, صراحة, understandable.
It's a bit sad, but it is what it is.
I don't think it's that.
No.
بصراحة I think it's how it's supposed to be. يعني لأنه now thinking about it, this person in general, I have had this conversation with more than 7 times. And it's still the same topic.
Here is another side. Why? You mean the same topic, that person doesn't get it? Doesn't, you know why?
I'm the problem, صح?
No. You know why? Because you did not energetically exchanged. Look, for everything in this life, if we are not exchanging, yeah, exchanging how? The easiest way to exchange to pay, yeah,
Money.
or exchange or money or whatever, yeah. So the moment I take something for free, okay, there is no such value when, again, I exchange with the lifetime that I spent in accumulating certain amount of money that I exchanged with the other person that spent a certain amount of his life in accumulating this information. Yeah. So, okay, we balance. And money here is just a resource. It's not, in reality, this
The time is,
lifetime what we exchanging on the person and you. Yeah? So one of the reasons why I don't have free products, yeah, or free things, one of the things that I've learned immediately when I went to study is and I had many questions toward it, because this is not how we raised. We like, let me tell you, let me help you, yeah, it's also my nature. And it took a while to train myself, because we don't value anything in most of the things when the things come for free. When I worked hard and I buy a thing, I invest, it's my money, I will remove the dust and take care and listen. Yeah, I have a question, I came for a consultation, tell me. Yeah. So if that person exchanged with you, let's say energetically, yeah, or in any way that you can balance your valuable information and your time also, because not only information, it's time that you spend and that now you're investing with that person, you will feel all right. And the person will understand you from the first time, because the next time when he will come, he will need, so no, let me better to understand you from once, and we
so
are
it's
good.
because this information he's getting out of nothingness, or not nothingness, it's
he if he did not get, that mean he did not value this enough.
هذا الساد.
You got so sad. We need to bring it up, because
لا
it's
مش sad,
time
it's
we are
يعني
getting to the closure. I don't want to close Wissam, don't break my day. Yeah, today my dream came true.
مش sad, it's just هيك realization انه it makes so much sense اللي عم تحكيه. it is true يعني لأنه I felt it تخيلي without even يعني ما أسألك أو ما أسأل حدا that understands this part of life إنه عن جد I have made the link إنه أنا when I have this conversation with this guy and this guy they can be separated months apart. ثاني يوم
في شي غلط.
I am not me enough. And then a couple of days go by, I'm fine. بس I keep going back to the same topic. وعن جد أنا شو دخلني؟ والله شو دخلني؟ صح.
Yeah.
صح.
The exchange always need to be good for everyone. Yeah. Because and again we go back, what are the meanings behind everything that we are doing? Yeah. And when we exchange with the good intentions, I want you to benefit and let me also benefit. Yeah. Or I want you to grow. Yeah. And let me also grow. So we are having mutual views, mutual intentions. Yeah. I don't have problem. Yeah. But when it's only I don't care about what you think and what is your goals. Yeah, I'm here for my stuff, for the stuff that I'm thinking. There is disbalance.
صح.
Yeah, it's
well, that's exactly how the conversation is. I can even feel the energy. But it's I
Guys, it's important in our life to realize that some people around us also are energetical vampires, yeah, and like yeah, and like to feed themselves for free. For free, I mean with the time, even the time, because in reality, with some, it's not about money. In reality, it's not about your valuable notes. In reality, the most precious thing that we give to each other is our lifetime, because it's limited and it's ticking. Yeah. And the most precious that we have is the lifetime that I can give you the time of my life.
For the time of your life.
Yeah.
This is how it should be.
And this is the thing. And in this moment, what I gave you and what you gave me. Yeah. And this the exchange that happened between me and you. Because if the exchange was not good enough, yeah, and then we have imbalance and we think, oof, why this happened, but if the time spent good together, no matter where, no matter how, yeah, we're like, oh wow, that was an amazing day, that was an amazing time. First of all, for today, I would like really to thank you from my heart to your heart for the time of your life that you dedicate and gave it today.
Looking at my timeline قد ايه ضايل لي
عمر كله.
قد ايه غريب كلمة العمر كله. يعني I hope you get all of your life years. قد ايه غريبة. It's so weird. Before we move closer to the closure.
Yeah.
هلا when you were talking about balances and imbalances, I remember the story. I tell this story to a lot of people with bad intentions. They ask for it, or if they don't ask for it,
take it.
I always tell the story.
Wow.
Always. They بحكي لك I'll say this in Arabic, and if it gets too Arabic رجعيني I'll translate. Okay. بس this عشان I want this to go everywhere. بقول لك كان في قرية a village وفيها ولد صغير وبنت صغيرة وناس كتيرة. Our main characters هم هاي الولد الصغير والبنت الصغيرة. هذا الولد الصغير معروف في هاي القرية إنه عنده أحسن قلول في العالم. The best marbles the game.
Okay. دهل.
أحسن مني كلمة هيك. فهذا الولد الصغير عنده أحلى قلول في العالم، أجملهم. وبين هاي القلول عنده قل it's the biggest marble in the world. أكبر قل في العالم. The biggest. فهذا الولد الأولاد الصغار بروحوا عنده بيقولوا له خليني ألعب معك وأخذ معك قل، وهو شاطر كتير he doesn't lose. فبيلعب بفوز وباخد قل و he adds to his collection. فهو عنده أفضل وأجمل وأكبر قل في العالم وقلول كمان. وبيعيشوا في القرية بسلام. فيوما من الأيام هذا الولد مروح من بطولة فاز، وهو مروح في طريقه إلى البيت قابل هاي البنت الصغيرة.
مهم.
هاي البنت الصغيرة عندها أزكى وأجمل شوكولاتات في العالم، the best، لا يعلى عليهم. فالولد اطلع فيها هيك وهي بتطلع فيه هيك، قالها أعطيكي قل وتعطيني شوكولاتة in return. فقالت له أوكي ما عندي مشكلة. فقالها دقيقة، راح ورا خبى أكبر قل عنده، he hid it، وعطاها كيس القل وقال لها اختاري انت قل وانا بختار شوكولاته. قالت له اوكي. فعملت هيك، اخذت قل، عملت له زي هيك، خذ شوكولاته، اخذ شوكولاته، قال لها مع السلامه، قالت له مع السلامه، اخذ الشوكولاته تبعته اكلها، اخذ كيس القلول، حط القل الكبير تبعه، راح في طريقه وهي راحت في طريقها. والساعات تمضي واليوم ماشي. اجى وقت النوم، البنت الصغيرة حطت راسها على المخدة وعملت زي هيك ونامت على طول. الولد الصغير حط راسه على المخدة عمل زي هيك، مش عارف ينام، يلف على الجهة التانية، يلف على الجهة التانية، يلف على الجهة التانية. وفي سؤال بس شغال في مخه، معقول زي ما أنا خبيت القل الكبير تبعي هي خبت أكبر شوكولاتة عندها؟ فإتس because of an action هذا البني آدم عمله. now he's imbalanced هون. فthis is such a nice story to add لموضوع البالانس والإمبالانس اللي
Thank you, Wissam.
قبلات إسلامية خالية من الفتن. روح روح عبيهم بأسلحة، روح طق طق طق. Thank you Eleonora for your
Thank you
time.
so
Thank you
much.
for having me. يعني أنا I don't mind يعني coming back again and again and again whenever you have the availability. إلي صراحة أنا more than جاهز to indulge in these conversations أكتر صراحة.
Thank you so much. وأنا I enjoyed it so much.
ممتاز
Thank you.
ممتاز.
Thank you.
شكرا
See you
لكم شباب.
guys.
سلام.